welcome back, friends. Welcome to my kitchen. To anybody who's new here, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you like what you see. I hope you stay. And you know my OGs, I love you all. So what are we doing? Well, Christmas is a week away. Oh my gosh, time got away from me and I haven't finished making my Christmas candy yet. So today I'm going to show you a few no-bake Christmas candy that you could just whip out in minutes. So let's go. Let's get over there. Heat up the pots. Come on. And I forgot, we're doing dairy and dairy-free, just so you know. Let's get back over there. Let's do this. Here's everything you're going to need. I am halving the recipe. So I'm going to say the recipe for the full, but I will be doing half. So you're going to need 14 ounces of coconut flakes. You're going to need a can of sweetened condensed milk. I have coconut milk and regular sweetened condensed. You're going to need some almonds and you're going to need some chocolate. I have almond bark, and then I have the Mega Chunks dairy-free chocolate. So I have two bowls, one for the non-dairy and one for the dairy. In the first bowl, I'm going to put half of the can of sweetened condensed milk, as I am halving the recipe. And in the other bowl, I'm going to put half a can of sweetened condensed milk. Since the sweetened condensed milk is in my hand, that's the one I'm going to start with. To that, I'm going to add 7 ounces of sweetened coconut flakes. We're going to mix that very well. It will be sticky. Then on to the sweetened condensed coconut milk. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pour half a can in. Then I'm going to add the coconut and mix it well. Once that's all mixed, we're going to put some saran wrap over them and put them in the freezer. Don't skip this step or you'll have a sticky mess. Now that they've had time to firm up in the freezer, I'm going to take a pan with some parchment paper on it. Then I'm going to use this little cookie scoop and scoop out little balls. Once you've completed that, you can take your hands and roll them into little balls, or you can shape them in little Almond Joy shapes. You can stuff almonds inside or just roll them up in your hand. Here's one I shaped like an Almond Joy and put the almond inside. And this is how the batch turned out. By the second batch, I was getting tired of constantly washing my hands, so I decided to put on a pair of gloves. I did the same thing with this one that I did with the last. These were decent-sized balls, and half of a batch made 34. Kinda hate to say it, but they gotta go back in the freezer. We're gonna start with the dairy-free. I'm going to melt the morsels in the microwave. Simultaneously, I'm going to melt 3 blocks of the almond bark for the dairy ones. I'm going to use the 2-fork method. We're just going to drop them in the chocolate, coat them, and then take it out with the 1 fork, tapping it on the side so the excess chocolate can fall out. The chocolate will harden quickly, so go ahead and add the almond now. And the same thing with the Almond Joy shaped ones. Here goes both batches, and you do not need to refrigerate them anymore. Creamsicle fudge. I cut this recipe down into 1/4. To make the entire recipe, you need 3 cups white chocolate, dairy or dairy-free, 14 ounces sweetened condensed milk or coconut milk, 4 tablespoons butter or non-dairy option, orange extract, and orange food coloring. This recipe was absolutely delicious, but it was very soft, so I don't know if it was because I cut it into 1/4 or if it's supposed to be a soft recipe. To those who may be wondering, I bought the dairy-free chocolate on Amazon. It's called King David. To your microwave-safe bowl, you're going to add your chocolate, your sweetened condensed milk, and then your butter. Before I started melting the chocolate, I took a cookie sheet, lined it with parchment paper, and then I put wax paper on top of that. Since I had such a small amount of chocolate, it melted very quickly. Give that a good old mix. In another dish, you're going to add 1/3 of the melted chocolate. To the larger bowl, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of orange extract Be very careful with this because it is very strong. After I mixed mine, I gave it a little bit of a taste just to make sure it wasn't too strong or it was strong enough. So I'm going to start adding the orange food coloring. I'm going to use a skewer. I'm going to dip it in there, then put it in the chocolate. Add as little or as much as you wanted. This is about where I wanted to stop. Again, with the pan, parchment paper, and wax paper. Here's the part where I messed up. I should have used a smaller surface area so that it wouldn't be so thin. You will see here I attempted to put some foil under it to make the surface area small. It kind of worked, but kind of didn't. It really should have been in a thicker layer. Anyway, we're just going to smear it out. We are going to take our reserved white chocolate and drizzle it over top. Using whatever method you want, we're going to mix it through, trying to make streaks. I felt like it was too light, so I added more orange to the reserved chocolate and did it in reverse. I put that in the fridge to harden. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with this. I'm going to melt down the white chocolate with sweetened condensed milk and the butter. Once melted, we're going to add the food coloring and then run it through in a zigzag motion and then refrigerate. Chocolate fudge. Again with a soft recipe. If you're wondering, the dairy-free chocolate chips I'm using is rice milk made by Pure Food, sold on Amazon. In the first bowl, we're going to start with the dairy. We're using Toll House chunks. For the non-dairy, we're using the chocolate chips that I just told you about. To the chocolate chunks, you're going to add a can of sweetened condensed milk and microwave. Once again, stirring it all together. We're going to add that mixture to a parchment-lined greased pan. You can add whatever you like to the fudge before pouring it into the pan, but we're just going to add these candy cane sprinkles on top. With the dairy-free, we're just going to repeat the process. Add the chocolate chips, add the sweetened condensed coconut milk, add it to the microwave, stir. When done, add that also to a parchment-lined pan. We're just going to even it out, and then we're going to come back in with those candy cane crumbles, taking the time to just press them down gently. Then off to the fridge. Chocolate-dipped marshmallows. This one is a use up what you have left over recipe. I'm going to mix some of the dairy-free chocolate and some of the dairy-free white chocolate. For the dairy, I'm going to use up the last of this almond bark I have. This is the dairy-free chocolate and white chocolate mixed. I'm just going to take a marshmallow, dip it in there, kind of uneven looking. I didn't want it real uniform looking. Shake off the excess and then dip it in the sprinkles. Then it'll look something like this. And then set it down with the undipped side down. And repeat till you're out of chocolate or marshmallows, whichever comes first. Here's a cute idea to stick in the whipped cream on a cup of hot chocolate. Lay a pile of chocolate on the parchment paper, just like this. It doesn't need to be perfect. Then you're going to take 2 tiny candy canes and lay them on top in the shape of a heart. Then you're going to fill that little well in the center with some more chocolate. For the pretty, more sprinkles. I didn't film this part, but looking at the candy cane heart on the paper, as it got semi-soft, I just took a little knife and scraped away the excess. Before we start tasting it, here's most of what we made. We're still waiting on the creamsicle to harden. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. We're at the table! Did I scare you? We don't have the creamsicle because it's still sitting up in the refrigerator. It's getting a little bit late, so we decided we'll try these, and then tomorrow or later tonight, I'll come down here and give it a good taste test and film it, or at least film the table, maybe not me. All right, so let's start with that. Okay. This is our Almond Joy. The ones that are shaped like a log, like this, they actually have an almond inside of them. The ones that are ballish, I stuck it on top as well. Okay, so there's no almond inside there, it's only on the outside. Ready? Give it a go. Oh my. So you've never had this before, ever in his life? Anything even close to it?
It's good.
It's good? Yeah? You like it a lot? Okay.
Should we do next?
Let's do the marshmallow next because the other ones have mint on it and it may take away from this. So you ready? Just grab one and give it a go. Ready? Go. Sorry. It's crunchy. It's good. It's a marshmallow chocolate marshmallow. Tastes like what you get at Easter time with the bunny rabbit and the chocolate on it. But she's also never had. All right. I need to stop here for a moment. I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on a second. We're back. I had to get some water. Last but not least, for now, that. Now these are soft. Don't expect them to be hard, okay? You ready? Go. That's really good. It's not cakey like a brownie and not hard like snapping into a chocolate. It's something in the middle. I can tell you this though, if you hold it in your hand, it'll probably melt. Absolutely delicious. The creamsicle ones, I know are good. When I was done, it was good. It was really good. So, let the others get some of this candy so they can be on the sugar high that we're on right now, and then I can send them off to bed. See you later, bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so all the kids are in bed except for Yaya, so she's gonna give a little try of one of the creamsicle squares. So let's give it a try. It's like fudge. You really like it, don't you?
It's so good.
Yeah. I had a taste too. It's very, very good. All right, well, there you have it. They're done. They were absolutely delicious. See you later, bye.